within the liberal sort of progressive thought process, there's like communists can do no wrong, but there's it's an interesting story because communists can do no wrong, but Muslims also can do no wrong. So I think that there's a lot of intertension because what you have here is the Muslim community experiencing a genocide at the hands of communists. So it's all these sort of talking points and these sort of values that are understood but are espoused by liberals coming into an intersection. So I would love to be a fly on the wall for one of these meetings when they're trying to uphold their constant virtue signaling towards the Muslim community, which in this case it's more than called for because Muslims are experiencing a genocide, but also they're kowtowing and bowing to the Chinese communist government that is carrying out this genocide. So I think this is one of those sort of Ouroboroses where there's a self-consuming snake and they don't know where to approach this. It's definitely an interesting story, but ultimately a tragedy. And I mean, Canada used to be one of the countries that went out, fought peacekeeping missions, answered the call and fought against the Nazis. We were a country that put genocides to an end. Now we're a country that, while the whole world has acknowledged this genocide taking place, we're pretending that we're like, oh, well, we'll take a peek at it. Very, very much along the lines of a certain lab in China that we couldn't speak the facts about in Canada, and the government wouldn't dare acknowledge. What's the point of launching your investigation? You can, was it Mulan, I think? And you could see in the background, you could literally see the camps in a Disney film. Just check out the Disney film. You'll see it for yourself. There's footage all over the internet. When they voted on whether this should be a genocide or not, I think a whole bunch of them basically abstained to the point where it couldn't be voted on. What is going on? Like the whole world, I understand that so much is driven by economy and politics, but the whole world bending the knee to China and doing little more than offering minor criticisms and professing that someday you're going to check this out, and maybe we'll send an envoy over to check this out. It's absolutely unacceptable. I mean, maybe it's hyperbolic to say this is equivalent to, well, we've got good business relations with the Nazis, but how far are they? They literally have the concentration camps. They're short of firing up the furnaces. They are right on the cusp of concentration camp level Auschwitz style conduct. It's absolutely reprehensible. And the fact that the world, for economic benefit and for the fact that China is a big trading partner, is willing to sort of look the other way and pretend this isn't happening. Listen, if the whole world says no, enough is enough, we're not going to do business with you, that's it, let these people go, that would be it. The reason China is so successful is, one, their communist style dictatorship has basically slave labor, as you can see in these concentration camps. But two is the fact that the world lets them. They let them get away with this stuff. If this was happening virtually anywhere else, I mean, maybe some of what Russia's doing in the UK is a little bit, in the Ukraine is a little bit bordering on that World War II era stuff. But what is happening with China and the rest of the world seems like something out of a film. It's like a supervillain just being tolerated. And I don't understand why, beyond greed. Greed is the only explanation.
It is. And this stuff is being enforced by Western countries. For example, Apple removed an app from their app store that is available in China. So you can get this app in the rest of the world. But the app is basically like an audio and digital Quran. So, you know, like I'm 100% sure you have a Bible app on your phone, Adam. I know you do. So, you know, like our Muslim friends have the same thing. They have a Quran app on their phone. China removed this because they're so intent on stripping the Muslim identity from the Uyghurs. And their Muslim identity is very different from the Muslim identity in the rest of the world. It's very unique. And I think it's because it grew in isolation from some of the more like radical parts of Islam. They were never influenced by that. It's a very different style. And yet, because they are on like the totem pole of human rights issues, being a Uyghur is underneath being a communist. That's the top there.
Oh, hi. That was a clip from our Rebel Daily Livestream. It's hosted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by the big boss man, Ezra Levant, and Tuesdays and Thursdays by me, Sheila Gunn Reid, and my good friend, David Menzies. On the live stream, we talk about the news of the day, we show some videos, and we interact with our viewers at home. We stream at 12 noon Eastern, 10 Mountain. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, Super U, and Odyssey.